Hey guys, how's it going? Before I start my video, I just want to say a quick happy birthday to my fiancée Charlie. So, happy birthday. Okay, anyway, on with the show. It's that time of year again, folks. Well, that time of generation. Ooh, E3 time. Yes, E3. Were you guys watching? What did you think? I was in the cinema when the Xbox conference was on, so I didn't watch that one live. But I did stay up until stupid o'clock watching the live PS4 one, or the live Sony one, and I'm very, very happy with how it went. Like I said in my last video, when a new generation console comes out, I go in relatively open-minded about, which one I'll like more, which one I won't. And this time, I think, with the sort of pre-E3 conferences a few weeks ago, I think Xbox were definitely struggling, especially with when they weren't answering the questions about used games and stuff like that. And then, obviously during E3, the Xbox conference obviously wasn't great. It wasn't giving the answers people wanted to hear, and they had a few technical problems. That's not really their fault, but kind of is at the same time. But it seemed okay, but it definitely doesn't seem worth the money that it's going to cost to get an Xbox One at the moment. I thought, well, that was okay. Yeah, we've seen that. We saw some amazing Metal Gear 5 footage. I thought it was quite. Hideo Kojima, the creator of Metal Gear Solid, is one of my idols, and I was a bit sad to see him on stage for Microsoft. But at least it was only for a few seconds, and Microsoft could only they couldn't show their own exclusives to try and sell the console because they haven't got many bad looks of it, so they used Metal Gear instead. Which obviously people are going to buy because Metal Gear is amazing. But anyway, once the Xbox One had done, I watched the Ubisoft and EA conferences. There's some pretty cool things coming out there. EA are finally going to abolish the online pass for the current consoles, which is good. Might be able to play Battlefield online now. The PS4 conference, the Sony conference, sorry, was really, really good. I was made up with everything I saw. I'm a PS Plus member, so I'm really glad to see that will carry across to the PS4. And on release, I'm going to be getting 4 games straight away, and new games. Not like when Xbox said that up until the Xbox One comes out, all gold members are going to get 2 free games a month. Oh, lovely. That's kind of nice. It's a third of what PlayStation do every month for their Plus members, but And then they said the first 2 games they're going to do: Assassin's Creed 2 and Halo 3. They're not new. Whereas on PlayStation Plus, you usually get, at least, even if they're not brand new games, it'll at least be the latest version of the series. For example, Hitman Absolution, Mass Effect 3. You always get, as far as I know, you always get the latest one. But anywho, yeah, my PS Plus account is going to carry over to the PS4, so that's really nice, because when you first get your PS4, you get 3 of the indie games that they showed. And you also get the Plus members version of Drive Club. So even if it's not a full one, it's still, you're getting it straight away. And then they showed footage of games like The Order, which looks really, really cool, like sort of a steampunk FPS kind of thing. It looks really nice. I think it's called The Order 1886 or something like that, but it looks great. And then they showed Final Fantasy. Finally, the bit I've been waiting for. Final Fantasy Versus 13 is now Final Fantasy 15. I know this isn't exactly new news, but this trailer is the first gameplay footage we've seen, and it looks brilliant. It looks really, really good. From just the short snippets we've seen, it looks really cool. So it looks like it's sort of a Final Fantasy, Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Rising kind of thing, which I think that would be really cool. I did see during the Xbox conference there's a game called Rise, which looks quite cool, the Roman Empire one. The only problem is, every single time he attacked somebody, it had this sort of what they call now, the quick time actions, which they're pretty cool every now and again, maybe during a cutscene or something. But to do 3 or 4 every time you attack somebody, it got really boring to watch. It was kind of like when people watch rugby, and it's somebody will kick the ball, whatever they do with it, and then they'll catch it and they'll stop, and then they'll do it again and catch it and stop, and then just do it in one. You know, just go through. Don't stop until you get to the end. It's I don't know. I found it a bit dull to watch, but there's some cool features. Like there was a part where they all did this sort of, you know, the turtle shell protection thing with all the shields when the arrows are coming in. That was really nice. And the fact that you could command archers pretty much at any point by the looks of it, that was nice too. And then there was, at the end of the Sony conference, they showed footage of Destiny, which is the new project by Bungie. And that's looking really, really nice, to be honest. And that I've only played Halo 1. It's the only, I think, as far as I know, it's the only Bungie game I've ever played. And it was alright. But this new game looks brilliant. The fact that you can drop in and out of other people's games and they have public events where it looks like multiple people can go to that stage and help out, or you know, do whatever they need to do. That's quite funky. Oh, Watchmen, yes. I've heard the name thrown about a lot, and I've seen the pre-E3 trailers, but we saw some gameplay, and that's looking brilliant. It's looking really, really cool. That had features for mobile and tablet as well, where people can be, like, if they're playing mobile, they can sort of come and help you, or they can also be a hindrance. So, for example, in the gameplay demo, you saw the person on the tablet disable a police helicopter and then bring up 2 sets of bollards for the police cars to crash into. They could make it harder for you by doing things like, you know, blocking doors that you're inside of and that kind of thing. So it's interesting to see what will happen with that. During the conferences, there was the whole Xbox can't play used games issue thing, which obviously Microsoft tried to play down a bit. And then towards the end of Sony's conference, they just blew the roof off with their announcements of the fact that the used games are yours. You can do with them what you want. You know, obviously you can lend them to people, you can sell them, trade them, whatever. They're not going to enforce any kind of, you know, limitations to it, the same way they are with the PlayStation at the moment. And that was really good to hear. And they also had quite a cheeky little video afterwards, after the conference backstage, which I'll put a link to in the bottom. But that was pretty funny. Oh, there's the reveal of the PS4 as well. We've seen the Xbox One. Now we saw the PS4. I think it looks really, really nice. It's reminiscent of the PS2, and I like this slant on it. Both that and the Xbox One have had quite similar designs with the whole half matte, half shiny look. But I think Xbox, I know they're trying to integrate more TV and stuff like that, whereas Sony are going to be doing some TV stuff as well, but they're actually doing an independent channel for the PlayStation, so with original content, so that'll be much better than just saying, here's a Skybox. They're saying, okay, you use the PlayStation, here's a whole channel of shows you can't see on TV, so that's cool. The Xbox One looks a bit like a TV box, which I suppose is kind of the plan, but whereas the PS4 looks like a nice gaming console. I do like it. I've seen online a few times people have put like bold and italic. Like bold is the Xbox One and italic is the PS4 because it's slanted. It's cool. But yeah, so did you guys watch it? I mean, I'm assuming most of you did because it's quite a big thing. You probably didn't stay up till stupid o'clock doing it. I mean, it was daylight. It was daytime and the birds were singing when I went to bed. So yeah, it was a bit too late. But anyway, how many of you were there? No, you weren't there. What am I talking about? How many of you guys watched it? What did you think? What kind of games are you looking forward to? I saw Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced as well. I've played bits of the first one, but I've not really played them much, so I can't really give much of an opinion on them, but they look pretty cool. And there's rumours that because Disney now owns Star Wars, there's rumours that the final boss in 3 could be Darth Vader. So, let me know what you guys think about what you've seen. What you're looking forward to, what you're going to play first, and the most important question, are you going to be getting an Xbox One or a PS4? Yeah, so let me know. Okay? Alright, thank you. See you later guys. Bye bye.